Hello everyone and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video we're going to learn how to crochet a sleeveless jacket for a 3-year-old. Now if you want to make it for a different age, what you're going to do is you're going to follow the same exact steps that we're going to do over here. The only difference is that you're going to have to take measurements and make bigger pieces. So in order to crochet a jacket and to fit your model, what you want to do is take measurements. The measurements that we take is the total length, which starts from the neck up to where you want your jacket to go to. We want to measure from shoulder to shoulder. We want to measure the perimeter of the chest. We want to measure the perimeter of the waist and the opening for the armhole. So what I did, because this is a jacket and even though it's sleeveless, what's sure is that the person that's going to wear it is going to wear it on top of other clothes. So what I did is I took the biggest measurement, which is the measurement for the waist, which is 62 centimeters, and I divided that by 2. And the reason that I divided by 2 is because the perimeter is 62, and when I divide it by 2, I have 31 centimeters, which is the half of it is for the back part and half of it is for the front part. So since this is going to be a jacket, what I did is I added 2 centimeters on each part. So I have 31 centimeters for the back, so I added 2 more centimeters so it's loose enough to fit on top of other clothes. So the back part is going to be 33 centimeters and the front part is going to be 33 centimeters as well. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the back part, and then we're going to do the half of the front part, and the other half is going to be done off camera. So what I'm using is 100% acrylic yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. So as I said, the back part is supposed to be 33 centimeters. And the stitch that we're going to use is going to be the granny square. The only thing is that we're not going to work around as we usually do on the granny squares. We're going to do the granny square in rows. So the multiple for this stitch is multiples of 4 plus 6, and we're gonna start our first row with single crochet. So I started with a chain of 50. I have 50 chains and I'm gonna work 1 single crochet in every stitch. So I'm gonna skip the first chain and put my hook in the second one and work 1 single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet, 2, next stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and keep working 1 single crochet in every stitch up until I have 49 single crochet. Okay, so I have my 49 single crochet, and now we're going to start our second row. So I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to put my hook in the first single crochet and I'm going to work 1 double crochet. Chain 1, count 1, 2, 3 stitches, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3 stitches, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3 stitches, put your hook in the 4th and work 1, 2, 3 double crochet in the same stitch. chain 1, count 1, 2, 3 stitches, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet in the same stitch, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet in the same stitch, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet in the same stitch, 2, 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3 stitches, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet, 2 and 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, put your hook in the 4th and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, count 1, 2, 3, and the 4th stitch, which is our last stitch for this row, work 1 double crochet, so this is how the second row looks like, and this is how all of our rows will look like for this project. And it's going to be a repetition. We're going to be doing the same thing in every row. So chain 1, turn your work. I'm always going to be working 1 double crochet on top of the first double crochet. I'm always going to be chaining 1 after every double crochet over here in the beginning, and every after set of 3 double crochet. So now I'm going to put my hook on the second out of the 3. 1, 2, 3 double crochet. I'm going to be putting my hook every time on the second out of the 3 double crochet of every set, and I'm going to work 3 double crochet on top of it. 2, 3, chain 1, go to the middle double crochet of the next set and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, put your hook in the center double crochet of the next set and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and keep doing the same thing. Chain 1, and you're going to be putting your hook in the second out of the 3 double crochet of every set, and you're always going to be working 3 double crochet. So all the grind squares are going to be aligned with each other. So I'm going to continue up until I crochet on top of my last set of 3 double crochet, and then I'm going to turn my video back on and see how we're going to continue. So I crocheted on top of my last set of 3 double crochet. In the second double crochet I worked my last 3 double crochet. I have chained 1, and I'm going to work 1 double crochet on my last double crochet for this row. So you're going to start and finish every row in the same exact way. So chain 1, turn your work. On top of the first double crochet, we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, and on every center double crochet on every second out of the 3, we're going to work a set of 3 double crochet, 2 and 3, chain 1, and this is how you're going to continue the rows. Chain 1 after the last set of 3 and work 1 double crochet in the last stitch. So I'm gonna keep working off camera, and we want to work up until we reach the point where we're gonna work the decreases for the armhole. And in order to know how long we're going to have to keep working, what you're going to do is you're going to take the total length of the jacket out of the measurements that you have, and you're going to subtract the centimeters or the inches that you have for the armhole. So my total length is 31 centimeters, and the opening for the armhole is 8 centimeters. So 31, which is the total, minus 8, which is my armhole, I have a total of 23 centimeters. So I'm going to keep working the same exact stitch, the same exact pattern for 23 centimeters. When I reach my 23 centimeters, I'm going to turn my video back on again and see how we're going to work the armholes. Okay, so at this point I've finished repeating the pattern. See how our set of threes are aligned with each other. Okay, so this is a total of 23 centimeters, and I have a total of 18 rows with the first row of single crochet. So I have 1 row of single crochet and 17 rows of granny squares. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the decreases for the armholes, and what's important is to write down at which point you started decreasing, as well as what you were doing in each rows of decreases. So when you come to the front parts of the jacket, you have you're gonna start doing your decreases in the same spot, so the front pieces and the back match with each other. Okay, so let's start row 19. So I have my chain 1, and I'm gonna turn my work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work 1 double crochet in the first double crochet, chain 1, and now instead of working 3 double crochet in the second stitch over here, I'm only gonna work 1 double crochet. So put your hook in the second out of the 3 double crochet and work 1 double crochet. So that's my decrease, chain 1. And now for the rest of the sets of 3, we're gonna work we're gonna follow the pattern. So we're always gonna be working 3 double crochet on the second stitch, and when I reach my last set of 3, I'm gonna do the same exact thing as I did in the beginning. I'm gonna work my set of 3 over here, chain 1, 1 double crochet over here, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the end. So I have my chain 1, put your hook in the second stitch and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, keep working 3 double crochet on every second stitch, and when I finish my last set of 3 double crochet, I'm going to turn my video back on again. I've worked my last set of 3 double crochet, I've chained 1, and I'm left with 1 set of 3 double crochet over here, so I'm only going to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet on my last stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. This is going to be the second row of decreases, and what we're going to do is I'm going to wrap the yarn around once, put your hook in the first double crochet, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, and leave the last 2 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around once, put your hook in the next double crochet, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops. So now I have 2 halfway double crochet and a total of 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all of those 3 loops. So these 2 double crochet count as 1 now. So chain 1, and we do that because since this counts as 1 double crochet, from the next row we're gonna have the rows are going to come out regularly again, as we were doing from the beginning of the of our project. So chain 1 and go to the next set of 3 double crochet, put your hook in the center in the second out of the 3 and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Now we're going to keep working 3 double crochet on every second stitch, and when I do my last set of 3 double crochet, I'm going to turn my video back on again and see how we're going to work our last decrease for the row. Okay, so I did my last set of 3 double crochet and my chain 1, so I'm going to put my hook in the next double crochet, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, wrap the yarn around once, put your hook in the last double crochet, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, so we have 2 halfway done double crochet and a total of 3 loops on our hook. Wrap the yarn around once, pull through all of those 3 loops, so these 2 double crochet count as 1 now. Chain 1 and turn your work. So we have done 2 rows of decreases. The third row is going to be a row with no decreases, so we're going to work the same way we worked the previous rows before we start decreasing. So I'm going to work 1 double crochet in my first stitch, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the second double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet on top of the next stitch, 2, 3. So see, after 2 rows of decreases, the third row comes out. After 2 rows of decreases, the third row comes out as the previous rows that we were doing before the decreases. So if you're making a larger size sleeveless jacket, what you're gonna do, if you're gonna follow, if you're gonna make more decreases for the sleeve, you're gonna follow those 3 steps, those 3 rows. The first row of decreases, the second row of decreases, and the third row where we have a regular row. Then you're gonna make again the first row of decreases, the second row of decreases, and then the regular row of with the granny squares. So you're gonna follow those 3 rows if you want to keep making decreases. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish the rest of the row off camera, and then I'm gonna turn my video back on and see how we're going to continue the next rows. Okay, so I worked my last set of 3 double crochet, chain 1, and on top of this decrease over here, I'm gonna work my last double crochet, chain 1, and turn your work. So as I said before I turn off my video, if you're making a larger size, you want to keep working decreases, those 3 rows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work 4 more rows with no more decreases. So I'm always going to be working the double crochet in the beginning and the sets of 3 after that. So I'm not going to work any more decreases. I'm going to work regular rows. And I want to do that up until I have my 8 centimeters for my armhole. So you want to keep working after the beginning of your decreases. You want to keep working up until you have the centimeters or the inches that you need for the armhole. So I need 8 centimeters. So I'm going to work 4 more rows with my sets of 3, and when I finish, I'm going to turn my video back on again and see how we're going to do the front part. Okay, so at this point I've finished. See how all of our sets of 3, they're all aligned. I didn't do any more decreases, as I said in the beginning. I only did 2 rows of decreases. So as I said earlier, if you're gonna make this in a larger size, you want to make more decreases. So I finished with my last double crochet with my chain 1. So I'm gonna cut the yarn, pull the loop, and tighten up. So the back part is done, and now we're gonna see how we're gonna make the first half of the sleeveless jacket. We're gonna do the first half, and then the second half is going to be done off camera. So what we're gonna do, in the beginning of the video I said that I took the perimeter of the waist, which was 62, I divided that by 2 and I had 31 centimeters. And I added 2 more centimeters to make it 33. So I'm going to take another 33, so it's 33 the back part and 33 the front part. But the front part is divided in 2 parts. So I'm going to divide 33 by 2 and I have 16 and a half. So first half is going to be 16 and a half and the other half is going to be 16 and a half as well. So if you want to avoid measurements and stuff, what you're going to do is take the total chains that you started the back part with, which is 50. In this case, it's 50. Divide that by 2 and I have 25. So in that 25 chains, I'm going to add 1. So first half, I'm going to start with 26 chains, and the other half, I'm going to start with 26 chains as well. So just take the amount of chains that you did the back part, divide that by 2, and add 1 chain. So let's see how we're going to do the front part. What's important is that I'm going to make decreases for the sleeve as well as for a V opening on our sleeveless jacket. So if you're going to make different decreases for the sleeve and different for the armhole and different decreases for the V opening, you want to put a stitch marker on the side where you're doing your armhole, for instance, so you know that in that side you're always going to be doing the decreases that you did on the back side for your sleeveless jacket. So you want to be making the same decreases, and if you're going to make different decreases for the V opening, you want to write down the decreases that you're making so you're making the same decreases for the other part as well.